Top 3 Closing Strategies for Sales Success. Top 3 Closing Strategies for Sales Success. Every salesperson hopes to be able to close a deal successfully. In fact, the closing of a deal is one of the most important objectives that a sales representative should have. However, knowing how to close a deal is an art that needs to be mastered, and not every salesperson can do that. In this article, we will discuss the top 3 closing strategies that can help you achieve sales success. 1. The Assumptive Close. The assumptive close is a technique in which the salesperson assumes that the customer will place an order. In other words, you close the deal by acting as if the customer has already agreed to buy our product or service. This is the perfect closing strategy to use when you are confident that the customer is interested in your offer. Here are some examples of assumptive close statements. I'll prepare the order confirmation, so we can get started right away. When would you like me to deliver the product to your office? Shall we proceed with the purchase order now? The assumptive close works best when you have built a good rapport with the customer, and you have provided a clear explanation of your product or service. It is important to note that this technique should be used with caution, as you don't want to offend or pressure your prospects into buying. 2. The Alternative Close. The goal of the alternative close is to present the customer with 2 options, both of which can lead to a sale. This approach is effective because it allows the customer to choose between 2 options, rather than deciding between buying or not buying altogether. Here are some examples of alternative close statements. Would you prefer the product in red or blue? Should we schedule delivery for Thursday or Friday? Which package would you like to go for, the basic one or the premium one? The alternative close works best when the customer is hesitant about making a decision. You could use this technique to help them choose between 2 variations of your product or service. This can help to remove any uncertainty that they may have in making a decision. By doing this, you are also creating a win-win situation, as the customer feels empowered to make the final choice. 3. The Negotiation Close. The negotiation close is a tactic that allows the salesperson to make concessions to the customer in exchange for a sale. This technique is effective because it gives customers the feeling that they have negotiated a great deal. However, it should be handled with care, as you don't want to give away too much, which could hurt your bottom line. Here are some examples of negotiation close statement. TS. Would you be willing to sign a long-term contract if I could give you a discount? What if I could throw in a complimentary service for you as well? If you agree to place an order today, I can offer you free shipping. The negotiation close is great to use when the customer is interested in your product, but is hesitant about making a final decision. This technique can help to close the deal by removing any object-ons they may have about the pricing or the terms of the deal. In addition to these top 3 closing strategies, there are a few other tactics that you can keep in mind to help you effectively close a sale. Firstly, always be honest and clear in your communicate. I am with the customer. Transparency is crucial in building a trusting relationship, and trust is essential in closing a deal. Secondly, keep in mind that closing a sale is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Different customers have different needs, preferences, and concerns. Therefore, it's important to tailor your approach to each individual you interact with. Be adaptable and ready to adjust your tactics depending on the customer. Thirdly, never forget to follow up with the customer after you close the deal. Building a long-term relationship with the customer is just as important as closing the sale itself. Send a thank you note or email, check in to make sure they are satisfied with the product or service, and continue to provide support and value even after the sale has been made. This will help foster positive word of mouth and grow your customer base. Fourthly, it is important to ask questions and gather information about the customer's needs and preferences. This will help you tailor your pitch and present your product or service in a way that So not with the customer. Active listening is key in this process as well. Fifthly, provide social proof to the customer. Customers are more likely to buy when they see that others have had positive experiences with your product or service. This can be done through customer testimonials, reviews, case studies, or even word of mouth. Sixthly, create a sense of urgency or scarcity. Communicate to the customer that the deal or offer won't last forever, or that there are limited quantities available. This can help motivate customers to make a buying decision sooner rather than later. Seventhly, use storytelling to illustrate the benefits of your product or service. Humans are wired to connect with stories, so sharing a relatable or emotional story can help customers see the value in what you're offering. Lastly, always be respectful and professional throughout the sales process, even if the customer ultimately decides not to buy. Building a reputation as a trustworthy and respectful salesperson can lead to future opportunities and referrals. In addition to the tips and techniques mentioned above, it's also worth noting the importance of staying organized and efficient in your sales process. A disorganized sales process can lead to missed opportunities and lost sales. Therefore, it's important to keep track of your leads, follow-up appointments, and deadlines. By staying organized, you can ensure that you're not missing out on any sales opportunities and are using your time effectively. It's also important to continuously improve and learn new sales techniques. Attend trainings, seminars, and conferences to stay up to date with the latest sales strategies and learn from others' success. Full sales professionals. Furthermore, building a strong personal brand can also contribute to sales success. Establishing yourself as an expert in your field can help build trust with clients and make them more likely to buy from you. This can be done through creating content, public speaking, or networking with other professionals in your industry. Additionally, it's important to recognize the role that emotions play in the sales process. It's not just about presenting the facts and features of your product or service, but also about making an emotional connection with the customer. This can be achieved by demonstrating empathy for their needs and concerns, showing enthusiasm and passion for your product or service, and using positive body language and tone of voice. In fact, studies have shown that emotions can have a significant impact on purchasing decisions. People are more likely to buy from someone they like and trust than someone they perceive as cold or calculating. By building a rapport with the customer and showing them that you genuinely care about their needs, you can increase the likelihood of making a sale. Another important aspect of the sales process is objection handling. Even if the customer is interested in your product or service, they may still have objections or concerns that are preventing them from making a decision. It's important to address these objections head-on and provide solutions that alleviate their concerns.